Okay. Wonder if this is working. How do I go to my own? Ah, here we go. Yes, it's working. Yes, it's working. Okay. I think I need another thing. Call this. And then I'll create another one. And then this will be a cool. How do I go? View your channel. Cool. Great. Copy that. And just put that in. Okay, let's make this look pretty. Go so that live stream development and toddle. Okay, hopefully that worked. I don't even know how to keep an eye on the stream as well. Okay. View my channel. All right. Okay. Let's have a muck around. Now, good design system. I saw that Jacob had posted how he would do it here. So let's have a look. proof of concept, use system, pref. Toggle theme. Okay, so what's he doing? Theme provider, theme default. What's that bound to? Theme, and what's theme bound to? Is there a script or something in here? Hello. This is my first stream, so if you're coming into the chat, hi. So basically, I'm playing with Toddle. It's a web development, web application development platform. I think how do they frame it? It's a visual web framework, and I love it. But I'm just wanting to see upgrade to unlock. What? What's this? Just ignore that because I have that. So themes. Ah. I see. What's this theme? So what one's actually being used? Is there anything else happening in this? No. So those are the themes. So on load. Oh, cool. New tool discovered. Workflow editor. Change any data. Well, this is a great little update variables, call APIs, and much more. Formulas let you access data, workflows, and let you change it. Okay. Build a workflow. Chain actions to build a workflow. Use the switch action to decide which actions to call. Okay. Abdullahi. What's up? I just saw your message. Okay, let's come back. So match media action. Okay, where's that coming from? On load. Where is match media coming from? Is it a package? Ah, it is. A single action to listen to for changes in a given media query. Executes a callback when the query matches or doesn't match. Can be used for viewport changes or changes to system theme settings, device orientation. Ah. Okay. Very cool. So basically, this is okay. And then that is setting this. to true. And if this is true, these are the themes. Okay, I'm going to have a play of that more. For now, what I want is, what are we doing? Package, is it from the packages? Yeah, it is from the packages. So basically, what I was saying to people in the Discord was, how are people handling things like themes? So for example, right now, I'm just playing around with how I may design a you know, like a theming system. And at this stage, you know, the default kind of way that your brain naturally goes to straight off the bat is, oh, we will have some sort of button that upon pressing it will flip between light and dark mode based on a variable, right? So you may have theme, and then you may have dark. Oh, actually, I don't want to do it like that. Theme dark, and then initial value true, let's say. That way it's easy just to make it a utilize not just to flip between the two. So yeah, if we had that, then it's easy to go, okay, only show this one when theme is dark equals true, and only show this one when theme dark is not true. And then it does that, and then we could go, all right, let's get, let's actually just at the top add another div. Actually, let's wrap this in a div and put that in it too. So we've got both of those there. Let's change this to be a column. Let's make that flex 1. Oh, actually, no, let's keep this like that. Let's make this flex 1. And with 100%. And what we will do is I will just add a height of like 3 rem to have this with, oops, 100% width, and in here I will have like a gray background, like 500, and then I'm going to put a button, and let's center that, and this button will be theme, and then what we'll do is we'll say when you click on theme, it will flip between the two. So we'll say on click. Oh, we've got this again. It must be per project or something. Okay, cool. We will set theme, and we'll set it to whatever theme is, but the opposite. So then you're flipping between the two. So that's kind of one way of doing it, which I didn't want to do, because obviously you're kind of doubling up and everything else. So the next kind of evolution of that would be, all right, let's still keep the design, but let's just have, for example, if we had, let's just keep this one permanently set to false. If we just had this one, we could go style variables and utilize them, and then go colors and then set all of the style variables. And yeah, and then you would have a different class. Light, dark. Yeah. Actually, you would technically just have one because the default would be the other. And then you would say class is light. And then you would set all the different colors from there. So, and you would only have this available when theme dark is not true. Cool. So now we've just cut down from two different basically components or sets of elements into one, and now we're dynamically going to be changing the colors from there, but it still isn't the most efficient way of doing this. So yeah, that was basically why I was interested, because I knew that utilizing context, you could basically make some form of wrapper, which is what Jacob's done here, where he's got a theme provider wrapper, which everything's inside of. And then that wrapper is just being passed a value, and that value will be set from this toggle. So the current is default, and then if you flip it, it will then change to dark. So I guess what it's doing is, it looks like what it's doing is it's on load, it's getting okay. What I can't figure out is he setting this? Because I thought that this was something that was detected by the browser. Was Jacob actually setting this? Is used to detect if a user has requested light or dark color themes. Yeah. So what Jacob's doing here is he's querying it. What I think he's doing is he's going, if this is set, then change this variable to true. I need to double check with him on that. Yeah, that's what I think he's doing. But then I'm trying to figure out, well, then what's he doing with all of this? Like, what am I missing here? And then on change. What am I missing? Because there's no events. So how are these being utilized? Themes. Nothing's been exposed in context. Oh, here it is. So if this is true, then dark, else default. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, yeah, I get it. I think the thing for me is, he's got the two different formulas, themes and theme. I think it just kind of threw me off. I thought, one he was testing and the other one he wasn't. So this formula is checking it. And if it's true, it's them passing. So let's say we're in dark theme. If it's dark theme, then pass through dark theme, and then he's getting from themes, which was he's set over here, which had the two different sets. He's getting the dark theme, and then he is passing it through. Themes gets dark. Wait, what's default to? Default returns the first value that is not false or null. So if the theme via attributes is passed through as dark, do that. I see. I see. So basically this is split into two. So this one is checking if something's been passed through as attributes, and then it's setting that. Otherwise, it's checking what the user has actually set and then passing that. Since the user will be using this and flipping between light and dark, this one will then kick in and it will utilize that. Okay, I get it. That's pretty cool. This is something, I don't know, Lucas, would you say? This is something I would say that would be probably kind of a little bit advanced for someone to get, I think. So I hope that makes sense. So let's walk through this again, because now I'm like, I get it. Okay, so this theme provider is set on the home page, and it's like the root element for the page basically. And its one job is to initially find what the current user's operating system settings in terms of utilizing dark mode and light mode are, and setting that as kind of like the default setting, right? Then, once the user toggles this, which will then trigger for it to set this attribute, which is basically this theme, then what's happening is it is... Where were we? Oh yeah, we're in here. Since we're now setting the theme via the attribute, it's now going to get it from the themes and it will default. So basically this is going, hey, I'm just trying to find the first value that actually has something, right? So the first time this loads, the bottom, this here will be the path that it takes. Then once someone switches it, it will then go through here. I'll just check what. I'm doing something similar as far as the function goes with my implementation is a little different. Yeah, both, I would say, whatever Lucas or Jacob do, I would 100% follow. Given I've just figured this one out going through what Jacob's done, I'm like, okay, I get it. And I kind of like it. I wonder how Lucas is doing it though. So yeah, very clever. I do like this. It's very straightforward. The one thing I don't like, but the one thing that's very difficult is you can't set theme variables directly within this. That would be amazing. So for example, within Toddle, you could utilize themes, as you can see here. I honestly think these values are kind of like based or are the Tailwind ones. If not, they're probably custom. They look amazing. I only use these. I barely set any colors. I just straight up use these. But I wish we could use these variables directly within the formula editor. So for example, for themes, I would love to be able to just, assign it within here. Excuse me. Otherwise, having this type of system makes using themes with a theme kind of system a little bit redundant, because you're technically kind of doing it here. Yeah, I don't think there's any way around that, to be honest. Unless Lucas knows. Lucas, you should talk in the YouTube chat so our DMs... I'm not showing our DMs. Oh, gosh. I don't think we've said anything crazy anyway. Add you as a friend. Which he'll probably decline anyway. Okay, so that's kind of interesting to see because I want to implement something very similar. So let's go back to that package that he had to listen for changes, execute a callback. I love that we can utilize max width and stuff because that means we can kind of make breakpoints in a more traditional sort of way as we kind of see it. Oh, actually, would we? How would that work? I do remember when I was creating Boostle, there was something where I was like, I just want this to work when the viewport changes. But I remember that it was something that I couldn't just use the default method of doing it within Toddle. Man, I'm scared to open this. Can't chat on YouTube on my phone browser and it's not logged in. Oh gosh. Lucas is always such a pain in the ass. Yeah. Where was I? Let's go back into here. Yeah, there was something where I needed it, and just utilizing the default style viewport width or anything like that wasn't going to be helpful. So it's good to know that that's there. A lot of it came down to just being lazy. So like if I go back into Boostle. Nah. Okay, so let's go into Boostle and then let's just go stream. Basically, I'm just going to wait for Lucas to create some sort of theme system and then I'm just going to copy that. So the first thing straight off the bat you're going to notice is I barely used components. So, so this ended up being incredibly difficult to manage after a while because I just got really lazy. So I can't, I think I know. I think it was me trying to utilize Flexbox to do something where I should have just used grid, but I couldn't be bothered putting it in a custom way. Yeah, I think it was that. Anyway, yeah, let's run through actually Boostle a little bit. So, it was actually relatively straightforward in terms of the amount of pages and everything else. Like these two, I could have honestly put them in the same. I should have, but I think this was the first thing I built was the login page. Then, yeah, the whole kind of system is pretty straightforward. So what it is it's a system to be able to create chat assistants, right? So you can come in, log in, you can start with a template, or you know, once you go in, you can start designing your own AI assistant and then embed it into your site. So the whole idea came across when I remember Andreas a very, very long time ago, start of last year sometime, was like, hey, I think we might, you know, we're working on implementing web components. First thing that came to my head was, oh, cool. So now we can make like a chat widget within Toddle and then embed it in other sites and stuff. So I've always had this in the back of my mind. And yeah, so this Boostle chat here, which looks horrible in here because it's using like some default styling, was one of the first things that was made. And then after that, it kind of expanded from there. So one of the things that my partner in that was saying was, hey, we want the ability to, like design what all these sort of, elements and radius on corners and all that sort of look like. So that was a huge part of the whole build as well, was, okay, it needs to be able to be customizable. Actually, let's just log in. Cool, and then let's go to the dashboard, refresh. So to give you a bit of an idea of what this looks like, here's one. Oh, let's actually just create a new one. Let's open this up. And you'll go new customer support assistant. Oh, we can do, let's do technical. And then as you can see on the right here, as we adjust certain things, it will edit the widget. So this actually is the widget. So that widget that you saw us in before, I used that straight off the bat. So that's just plonked in there. And then that way it kind of was killing multiple birds with one stone. So there's the chat widget, but then one of the attributes is if it's a widget or not. So if we switch this to false, you'll see it just will go full screen with their design, which makes it really handy when if I create this, if I go publish, when I go to share it, it's literally just a page that contains their widget set inside of it. So if we go to chat, it's just this with widget and all that. I think I was supposed to set this as false, but anyway. And then all it does is it utilizes the assistant ID. That's all we're passing through. So makes things, it's actually quite amazing what you can do within Toddle. It's the reason I love it is it's pretty much like building in React. Well, it is. I think Jacob mentioned this. I only did it for gray colors, but you could do it for all your custom colors, etc. Sorry, I've just saw that message now. I agree, you can, but I think the issue is I want the ability to do that using my themes. So because the great thing about themes is, let's say I create a whole new group, right? And then I'll call this like Boostle theme. Is that I can actually set other colors as part of, my theme. So that's probably what I would do, is I would say dark theme, and then I would utilize these, and then light theme, and then I would utilize these. And then if I ever adjusted it over time, it would automatically and dynamically kind of change the application, right? Because if we're utilizing this formula to feed these variables, if we're feeding the variables directly into the formula, then that would just make life so much easier. But you have to go through manually and kind of one by one adjust all of these values, which is the thing that I think I actually did set in the suggestions somewhere, the ability to do so, which everyone should go and upvote for me. Anyway, wait, did I actually do it? Color, did I use the American spelling? Color style formulas. The formula engine is very powerful. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, maybe I didn't. Or maybe I spelled it the correct way. Huh. Okay. Maybe not. I like that too, actually. Okay, I need to edit. Anyway, I think I need to figure out how to make these streams a little bit more boring by having some real content and stuff to go through. Um, yeah, going through the Toddle project, it will be easier if people kind of had questions and stuff. But in saying that, it's, it was made very quickly, and we're now going to be working on sort of the proper version of this now. Something where I can think things out a little bit better, and just stuff like the inputs. I literally just made them, copy pasted them. I'm pretty sure some of them have slight differences in things because I didn't turn anything into a component. So it's a lot of stuff like that. Like all of this should be components. But yeah, I just left it. I was just like, I just need to get this done, and my brain just worked quicker in that way. So yeah. Anyways, I think I might end this for now because I know I'm just blabbering on and it's probably super boring. But yeah, later on I'll think of some cool ideas of what to stream, and then I'll jump in and share it and give everyone a bit of notice. This was more me just testing out if this even worked or not. But for those of you that jumped on, look, I appreciate you big time. Subscribe and listen out for more live streams, and if you have anything you want me to cover, just let me know, and then I'll also organize times for anyone else to jump on with me as well and go over their projects and stuff, like Lucas. But yeah,